Right here I have the car that started Proton's comeback game into the Malaysian market, the Proton X70. This is the CKD Premium model and I'm going to be reviewing it for you today because this is a very close contender to the brand new Proton X50. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. Let's get started. X70 CKD. This one, CKD, you guys know, is a completely knocked down unit, means that it's built here compared to the CBU, which came completely from Geely. And okay, best thing, this is the Proton X70 Premium. Okay, this is the second highest range for the X70. The highest is called Premium X. The only difference between Premium and Premium X is, you see that? Solid roof, which means there is no sunroof on this, and that is literally the only difference, guys, between Premium and Premium X. It's an extra cost of I think 3,000 before all the sales tax exempt and all that, and the only difference is the sunroof. So when it comes to price, the Premium costs 119,800 before the sales tax exemption. Once it minus 6k plus from there, it comes down to 113. And don't worry, you guys can head over to Proton 3S Center in Setia Alam and you can get even more discounts above from that. So like 6.5k for the sales tax exempt alone, and then you can get even more. So if you guys want, head over there, DM this is Kavin, he can get you guys hooked up. Back to the car. Alright, so the Premium, right? Okay, the main difference between the CKD and CBU is the fact that there is a new gearbox. You get a 7-speed DCT, while the CBU got a 6-speed auto. And that 6-speed auto was quite sloppy, and the CKD's DCT is way better. The driving impression I'll give you guys in a while. Other than that, differences would be you get a power tailgate extended. It just there, so you get a nice easy one. The CBU you can also upgrade this, but it'll be an aftermarket kind of thing. You do it by yourself. For the CKD, you get it extended in the car itself lah. So other than that, there is not much different. This car has the utility package on it. The utility package means you get this what's it called, side steps, but please be warned, they are only for visual purposes. If you try and step on it and put your weight on it, it will crack. So I'm just letting you guys know, Proton doing their thing. Also, pro tip, I have never actually driven the CKD before. Like, I drove it from the showroom to here, where I haven't actually tested it. So later when I drive, you guys will actually get a real proper honest impression, as what most of you guys enjoy from me anyway. And okay, other than that, differences, okay, Proton say that they have tweaked the suspension on the CKD compared to the CBU. I'll also give you guys impression on that because I have been driving a CBU for the past 1 year. It's my father's car, so I do what's the word? Okay, I'm quite familiar with the CBU lah, so I will be able to tell the difference and compare it for you guys. Other than that, there is no significant difference going on here other than price, of course, because the CBU is more expensive and the CKD is cheaper. So shall we hop on to the interior? Inside, you guys don't get much difference as well. Everything is business as usual. I'll just start the car up for y'all. Alright, yeah. So inside, you get the same dash, you get the same systems and all that. Like I said, the only difference is this filler over here and the lack of a sunroof on this model, the Premium X. You will get the sunroof lah. In terms of quality, the X70 memang definitely defeats the X50 because of course this is a full-fledged SUV. Like, it's no baby SUV and things. So full-on SUV, it goes up against contenders like the CRV, the X-Trail, the CX-5 and all that. And let me assure you, this car definitely can match up to them. Oops. Sorry, I forgot to mute that. And quality wise, I absolutely adore the seats. I was just telling Kavin, Kavin's out there right now. I was just telling Kavin, the seats are absolutely amazing. Like, it's Napa leather. They are so soft. They are so what's the word, voluptuous. They really soak me in very well, and I absolutely love them for that. It makes it so nice to go on long journeys with these seats. And CB also has them. Absolutely love it. You get Kenwood speakers all around the car, also providing you very good music, although there are definitely upgrades you could do if you want, but there's nothing major to complain about. The X70's audio system is very nice. When it comes to the infotainment system, it is not as modern as the X50, so the GUI is a bit slower, of course. But again, my major complaint is the fact that the buttons are not actually buttons, they're all touchscreen. So I find it a bit annoying to like beep 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 like that. I prefer something physical, but if you want something physical, the steering wheel, you can adjust the volume right here. So it's not actually a serious complaint lah, it's just me being fussy a bit and all that. The GUI, like I said, it could be improved, but nothing held back like a major setback like how I always felt about the previous Honda systems. In terms of gadgets, you do get the 360 camera, and ooh, yes, you can play around with that. And you do get the ADAS system on this, as you don't get on the standard and executive of the X70. Oh yeah, the X70 CKD has 4 variants: standard, executive, premium, premium X. There's a premium X get everything other than the sunroof, as I mentioned. Standard and executive, the interior you get lesser seats, I mean less nice, not lesser seats. You get normal seats, cushion, and then you don't get the ADAS system and all that. So in premium is probably the one you want to get lah. If you are fine without sunroof, this is the one to get. Space wise, zero issues whatsoever. You get more than enough knee room. You get cubby holes here, you get a charger port there, you get another charger port there, you get how many here? You get one also, and then you get proper cup holders. You're more than enough. Okay, maybe this could be a bit bigger lah, to be honest. You get one more port here. You don't get Android Auto or Apple CarPlay yet. Hopefully in the near future Proton do something about this. And then you get cubby holes here, not exactly big enough for bottles, I would say. Your phone all no problem, touch and go can fit here inside nicely. Holes everywhere, power boot controlled here. And to be honest, that's about it for the front lah. Build quality wise, I got nothing to complain, which is not something we generally expected from Proton. But then we have to remember that when Geely bought over, you get Volvo bits as well, and they made sure the quality wise is all good. And so far there has been no worrying issues to complain about when it comes to after sales and problems in terms of the units and all that. So far so good. So let's get to the back. At the back, I see why this car is selling by the dozens every day, every week, because space is absolutely ample. If you have a family, you have old people and all that, oh my god, this car makes perfect sense. I got tons of space, you know, and the seats, I actually moved it back earlier for to take some photos. So this is more than enough space, like absolutely more than enough space. And headroom, like check it out, that is huge. That is a huge amount of headroom. Like really tall people have no issue. If you have an afro or you have like really spiky hair, I mean, it's all good, all good. And again, the seats absolutely amazing. The quality maintains all around. You get you can control the aircon here as well, like is it on, off and all that. So you still get nice ventilation. You get USB charging ports behind as well, and you get cubby holes, speakers, and then of course ooh, a closed cup holder, which I do like, because that means you can choose to have it just as armrest or as a cup holder. Yes, I guess it could be a bit longer or lower. I'm a fan of cup holders being like planted down. I don't like I feel like I'm breaking it if I put it here. Anyway, so that is that for the back. And this is something quite annoying, because children from the back can just adjust the mom or dad seat like that, which is, I know this is meant for bosses to be able to adjust the seat all the way around so that they can stretch their legs here, but trust me guys, that gets less usage compared to when children just come and mess with it. Or not even children, even friends just come and do that day and then shove you all the way in front until you sit as if you're doing some kind of weird yoga pose like that. This is a bit annoying sometimes. And the boot space, okay, that's something nice as well. As I mentioned earlier, one of the best upgrades over the CBU was the fact that you can get power tailgate, which is so much more convenient. You don't get any foot activation or whatever, not yet lah, I'm sure eventually they'll add it in. And then you get a proper ample boot space. The liters and all that, I'll put it in here. It is on par with the competition as far as I know, and I had no issue using it as a workhorse because my mom carries a massage bed and all that, and it has fit perfectly behind. Maybe if I were to say anything, it's a bit on the high side. Let's say somebody has a weaker arms or anything, or you're carrying something really heavy, you're gonna have to lift the flap up a bit, like it's up to my thigh. So maybe that's something they could like adjust and all that. But you do get nice silver scuff plate so that you don't scratch anything. You can like put your luggage bag and just slide it over, very nice, and then you can close it and all that. And then you just click a button and then you are done, and you can go on your drive, take your family, balik kampung, everything, but not now because now CMCO going on, but you guys get the picture lah. So now that we've done the practical world, let's do what that Indian does best. Let's drive it and see what it's like to drive. Okay, so let's get this drive started. Just to remind you guys, if you guys forgot, this is a Proton X70 CKD Premium. Second to highest, Premium Max is the highest. Horsepower is all same. Kavin has just updated me, like this Kavin. I know y'all can't see the camera, but I'll drop in like this is Kavin. Instagram, go and DM everything, get yourself a Proton. Oh yeah, good discounts as well. Okay, so he just told me that the CKD actually ups the torque over the CBU. You get 184 horse, but you get 300 Nm of torque, which is actually about 20-ish more than the CBU, which has about 270 plus. So that's actually nice, and the fact that you got a DCT, you can put down the power better than the 6-speed auto. So let's get driving. Alright, everything else to drive feels the same lah. There's no difference with the CBU and this other than that. Like every panel is the same, only the gearbox is different when it comes to sitting inside. Okay, since I'm at the roundabout, I'm going to start with the roundabout lah. Tire size is all same, right, Kevin? Yeah. Okay, so everything else is exactly the same. I'm not expecting to feel different in the handling, but I actually didn't know until Kevin told me that Proton tweaked the absorbers on this one over the CBU. So I'm going to try and feel the difference there if I can actually feel. If not, then I'm just going to leave it lah. Okay, I did a couple of rounds of roundabout at about 20. I didn't feel any real difference there. Now as I'm picking up some speed here, I can feel the throttle response is so much smoother and there's less jerkiness in terms of the body, because again, that is definitely down to the gearbox. I'm just fitting through a very tight hole here. 360 camera helped me. Oh yes, nice. And okay, yes, back to the main point. The effortlessness of the gear changes is very nice, because on the CBU, after a while, I did get annoyed with the fact that you get that you know, that jerkiness of the gearbox feeling. Not nice. But this one, being a DCT, is very nice. I'm waiting for people to, you know, go and mod and do the brub gear changing sounds and all, because you can control the gears here as well. Alright, so now we're just driving around like normal people in a safe environment, doing about 50. Stop start a bit earlier. No issues with the gearbox. Power wise also very smooth delivery, which I like that a lot. So now as I join the bigger road, I can put my foot down a bit and I am in normal mode. The car starts in the standard mode and all that. You can choose between sport and eco. Right now I'm just going to be in normal. And you guys probably recognize that this road, Dharmesh is always driving this road. That's because that's where the showroom is, guys. Okay, so 60 smooth pickup. I'm only feeding like about 20% throttle because I want to feel if the car struggles to make the gear change and all that, because that is where you can see the difference between CBU and this one, because the gearbox lah. Also I get to go on some bumpy roads. And okay, this is interesting. Okay, I'm going to put power aside for now. I'm going to talk about the suspension, because I wasn't expecting to feel difference, and the difference is quite minute, but I feel like this one is slightly, just slightly harsher. Maybe harsh is a very strong word for me. Harsh is a harsh word. You get it? You get the joke? You guys get the joke, right? Okay. Anyway, so I feel it's maybe 2-3% harsher, but also because I'm choosing to spot it out lah. I felt like the CBU would glide over that kind of bumps a tiny bit better. But anyway, there's no point actually comparing now, because not like you can buy the CBU. You can only buy the CKD now anyway, and this car is still as good as it gets lah. The NVH, a lot of my viewers seem to enjoy to know the NVH of the car. So I'm doing 80 now. You can barely hear things outside. Like I literally can barely hear anything going on outside, which I really like that a lot, and it's not like I want to nitpick on the X50, but it's very nice to drive this over that, because in terms of build quality, because of course this is another segment, like I say, I'm not comparing directly, but it is another segment car, so of course the build quality is better here, and you get a lot more quietness. Like now when it's slowing down, there's no tire roar, and it's just so much more, it feels more executive. Nothing to do with the variant. What I mean is it feels more classy, and I enjoy that a lot. So okay, I'm gonna wait for the red light here. Everything else inside, the main thing, like I mentioned earlier while driving, it's the seats that do the work for me. The seats, oh, my ass feels so comfortable. Maybe I'm just getting old, but I feel very comfortable. I really enjoyed it a lot. Kavin here trying to tahan from laughing while listening to me review this car.
You want to get more comfortable, you can turn on the ventilated seat left.
Ah, okay. See, I didn't know that. This is why I have the salesman with you. This is why. Come in. So you got ventilated seats, and soon, oh shit. Okay, I have never tried it. Does the CPU also have this?
No, I'm not sure about the CPU.
Okay.
I couldn't get a test out.
If you guys have the CPU, check and see if you have the HVAC, which is heated, ventilated, automatic condition seats. Oh my god. Okay, my ass feels cold now. It's very nice. Very nice. So y'all can go into the setting and check that out. And yeah, if the CPU has it, let me know. I've actually never explored, although I've had the car before. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. So it's in the traffic jam after a long day, you can have your butt nice and cool when you go back. That is not something I knew I needed, but from now on I know that's what I need in my life. Alright, it's green now, so what I'm going to do, there's no car behind, so okay lah. I'm going to put into sport, and I'm going to see, sport, the dials also change. I'm going to see the car itself and give it some power. No car, and full throttle. Ooh, yes, a lot more effortless on the gear change. The car doesn't jerk, shifts at 5.5, picking up speed beautifully. Oh wow, this is a huge step against the CPU. Oh yes, I like it.
It pulls much harder than the CPU.
Exactly, it pulls much harder, and I think this is where you can notice the extra torque as well. Oh, okay, time to slow down. Oh, okay, guys. Honestly, okay, I'm going to go out of sport because I'm getting very excited. Okay, you guys are going to want to drive it to feel the difference, because genuinely there is a big difference. Because I've been driving the CPU for a while now, and I thought the gearbox would help a bit, but I didn't know it was going to help so much, because there is so few moments where you feel like the car is struggling. In the CPU, I know for a fact, I always feel like the car is not happy when I put my foot down. It feels like it's really trying hard and all that. But in this one, it's very happy to pick up speed. Honestly, it's very happy. It really pulls hard. Like this would worry a lot of other cars on the highway if you want to lion and all that. If a CPU comes up beside you and driving the CKD, there is no competition. The CKD is going to run away from the CPU, no issue at all. Wow, I actually didn't expect to feel that much of a difference, because when I saw on the paper facts and all that, I thought it's going to be okay, it's going to be smoother, it's going to be nicer.
But 300, it's a big figure.
Exactly, it's a big figure. Until I drove it, I'm glad this is the first time I'm driving I get to do video, because people actually get to see the honest reactions. Like, I am enjoying this. Like, I wish I told my dad to wait for the CKD. But the CKD came out February of this year, so technically it's over a year after the CPU. So, wow. Okay, I'm gonna go do another one round after this, so probably. But okay, playful things aside, let's go into eco mode. And traditionally in eco mode, the car dulls down. Yeah, it feels a lot more heavy, because throttle response will be dulled down. The gear shifts will be a lot less urgent. Yeah, I see. Like now I'm going uphill. I'm giving about half the throttle, and I feel like it's maybe dropping 1 gear rather than where it should drop 2 gears. So that is because, again, eco mode lah. That's what it's supposed to do. So if you are cruising on the highway and you put it in eco mode, I think this is a lot more bearable than the CPU, because when I put eco mode in the CPU and sometimes I just want to pick up some speed, it gets a bit annoying, because you can hear the flair like, oh, struggling to drop the gear, or something, it just doesn't drop. So you just feel the flair like struggling and just, you know, really cannot do it. But in this, thanks to the gearbox once again, this is a lot more drivable, guys. It is genuinely a lot more drivable. I see why there's so many on the road. There's so many X70s on the road, and the CKD really makes sense. I don't see the comfort difference. I feel it plays such a tiny role. In that sense, everything gets the job done perfectly well. The power is a huge up. Interior, everything is top notch. The price is cheaper than the CPU as well. And now, with all the sales tax and discounts going on, this seems like a very good time to get a very practical safe to say long-lasting SUV for you and your family. The fuel economy, I cannot judge from a small test drive, and I can only speak from the CBU, but it wouldn't be fair because the CBU are different drivetrain in the sense of gearbox and all that affects fuel economy. So I'm not going to quote the CBU. If you guys have a CKD, drive it for yourself. I cannot give you an honest review from this anyway. But I like this. I like this a lot. I know I'm probably too young to drive this because I don't have a family yet. But I wouldn't mind having this as a practical car, mainly because it's so comfortable. It's so comfortable for this price. Like, this thing costs 114 now. With all this, if you get it before end of the year, ooh, it's a very good choice, guys. Very good choice. So that is the X70 CKD Premium covered for you guys. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share the video, and let me know what else you want in terms of the Proton X70. Maybe we can do a drag race with the X50 and the X70 and see what it's like. Okay, hopefully we can get that set up, and then you guys can enjoy the video. But until then, thank you so much for watching. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe, follow That Indian Talks Cars, follow This is Kavin, and Proton Wheel Corp, Satya Alam. They are the go-to Proton guys. And thank you so much. Happy Deepali for those of you guys celebrating. Stay safe, stay at home, stay hygienic and everything. And let's hope this whole COVID thing blows away fast. And hope to see you guys soon. Take care.